Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaste friends. I was watching a beautiful video on YouTube channel in the channel of Raman Supraja Rama of B.V. Raman's legacy. So it was by Dr. Nimani Rao. He was giving a presentation on how to use Carnatic music as an astrological remedy. So it was a fantastic video. It was some original research that he brought out. Very interesting because these interconnect. Carnatic ragas are on one side, and nobody has done anything linking these two, the ragas and astrology. This was something very intriguing. I watched till the end and absorbed whatever he taught in that session, and created a easy Excel for people to use it as a ready reckoner for astrological remedies. So that's how this video I'm doing for our channel. The idea I will just describe to you. There are multiple ragas. The fundamental ragas in Karnataka go by different names, which are 36 fundamental ragas, and further down there are another 36 to 72 Melakarta ragas they call it. So suppose you have a raga number 1, which actually they use the Kataya Payadi system to name the raga itself. So depending upon the number that you choose, the Melakarta number we call it, the raga number we can say. This populates the raga. And if you watch this presentation by Dr. Nimani Rao, you will know how he brings about an astrological chart for a given raga. That's the beauty. First and foremost, he does that very nicely. He has a lot of mappings. I definitely want you to go through the entire teaching by him. And this is the Kanakangi chart. So the chart, what we see here is always the Aries part is the Lagna, like the Kalapurusha's Lagna. We treat that as the Lagna. And you see some of the boxes there, some of our rasis are occupied and some are empty. And whatever is empty is shaded in the blue color here. And that's because Kanakangi has Sa, Ri, Ga, and specifically Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni. Some frequencies are there, some frequencies might not be there, depending on the definition of what the raga is. And this Excel basically has a workspace here. You don't have to go through it. In fact, it has a list of various ragas. What is the Arogana frequencies that it is using? And the Avarogana also is there. And as per our doctor's presentation, he maps basically each swara to a rasi. So the logic for all that you can go through his presentation. And he uses the Arogana swaras to get this chart. So once you choose a particular raga, any raga of your choice, Yamavati, whatever choice you make, you would immediately be able to erect a chart because this Riga, the frequencies are fixed for the raga in the Carnatic system. And since the mapping fixes the rasis, you have some rasis which get filled up, some rasis which are empty. And in fact, our doctor, he takes meaning more from the empty rasis. He says, in case you are taking Kanakangi, the 12th house is empty here. Maybe this is a rasi, this is a chakra, this is a raga, where you can give remedies for the 12th house. 12th house could stand for sleeplessness, problems of sleeplessness. 12th house could be losses. So many other things that we can always associate. So if we were to take the 4th house here, maybe mother's health is a problem to you, and this raga can be a remedy for mother's health improvement. Maybe you are not getting the sukha that is guaranteed by the 4th house. Maybe you are not able to purchase a car, scooter, or any of the vehicles your land gets into problems, or maybe your education is a problem, or your close relatives are not in good relations with you. So these things, if you identify some problem with the fourth house, you immediately can recommend Kanakangi, because this is a raga that can soothe the fourth house. So similarly, it can soothe the fifth house. It can soothe the seventh house. It can soothe the 11th house. It can bring remedies to the 12th house. So there could be, of course, multiple ragas matching the same requirement of the fourth house. Suppose I take another raga. This also has a fourth house remedy. This also has a fifth house remedy. Of course, based upon your astrological study, you might come across a person who is in fact suffering in the fourth and the seventh and the fifth as well, or sometimes not everything, at least some of them. So that is left to you to choose in which areas, which bhavas the person is suffering from, and accordingly give a raga chart and give the remedies of the raga. That person has to listen to that raga, and you will be getting the remedy. That's the idea. And this is the entire 72 raga, 72 Melakarta's raga chart. So if you want to erect the Melakarta, any raga, you just put the number there, it would immediately erect the chart for that. So that would be a remedy, ready reckoner for each Rasi. But it's a very difficult one. Immediately you can't be using it. Other way to find remedies is based upon the dasa and transit. So you have to note down the person's current Mahadasha, you have to note down the Antradasha, and also the Pratyantara Dasha. And also the Rasi, the focus here is on the Pratyantara Dasha. As per the presentation, you would get to know that the Pratyantara Dasha Lord, that determines, that has to be mapped to a chart, a Raga chart. Where he is located, in which degree he is located. So degree matters here because in the mappings here, he finally gives, if it is between the first 10 degrees, then it maps to a particular planet and particular Rasi. If it is between 10 and 20 degrees, it maps to another Rasi, or maybe the same Rasi, another planet. 30 degrees of Cancer, it will map to another planet. So depending upon which degree, in which Rasi the planet is mapped to. And therefore, if we know the Pratyantara Lord, where he is and which planet it is, and if it is between 0 to 10 degrees or 20 to 20 degrees or 20 to 30 degrees, you will have different mappings coming out from it. Therefore, this is the natal chart, based upon the natal chart. Then you also look into the Pratyantara Dasa Lord's transit sign. So in fact, in the video, our master in his class, Dr. Nimani, he suggests about the transit planet as being Saturn. But when I inquired with him later, he confirmed that it is the Pratyantara Dasa Lord's transit that has to be noted, and that works very well. So depending upon your choice, I can choose a different chart can be erected based upon these consequences. He uses the 36 Melakarta Ragas if there is no Ragu or Ketu present in any of these three. Basically, the Mahadasa, Antardasa, and Pratyantara Dasa. If the notes are not present, then he uses 36. If the notes are present, he uses from 36 to 72. So those are taken care by the Excel here. So one has to just enter what is the Mahadasa, Antradasa, and Pratyantara Dasa, and where it is, in which Rasi it is, and which degree it is. Then a chart is erected, and also a particular raga is brought out. So this is coming from this, because each raga is mapped to these Arogana frequencies are fixed, and as per the Arogana frequencies, some Rasi and trinal lords are fixed. So based upon this table, this chart gets erected by itself automatically in Excel. So if you watch the video and use this Excel, you can be immediately giving a remedy to the native that, who comes to you for with problems. Suppose I took my own case here. I have my Saturn in, it's my current Ragu Dasa I am running. I think I am running not Ragu Dasa. Suppose I check my Dasa, Venus Dasa, I am running Rahu Bhukti in it and Saturn Antara. And Saturn is originally placed in Capricorn in my natal chart at sub 21, 24 degrees. And currently in transit, the Pratyantra Dasa Lord is Saturn in fact, and he is in Ketu. So, and the current degree is 7.9 degrees. And suppose I want to show the natal chart, I will have to follow the Kanakangi Raga. On which day? The day and hora are based upon the planet that is getting mapped. You can check the formulas if you require. So I have to concentrate on a Saturday in the Surya hora. I have to basically listen to Kanakangi. That would be very helpful to me. If and also it will take away the problems of the 12th house, the 11th house, the 2nd house, the 5th house, and 6th house. So this is how, in case I need, instead of the natal, I also have to check the transit Pratyantra Dasa Lord. And that throws up another Raga, Ramapriya. So I have to listen to Ramapriya, and that will take away all my troubles. So this chart is for all the 72 Melakarta Ragas. So you can choose any 72 Melakarta Raga. Whereas this chart is specifically for your natal or transit position of the Pratyantra Dasa Lord. So if you choose natal, immediately this turns out to be natal. So if you choose transit, this turns out to be transit. So in essence, you can directly prescribe a particular raga for a person if you just know the Dasa Bhukti and where it is located, the Pratyantra Dasa Lord mainly, where he is located. So this you would use in terms of if you know which bhava is affected for the person, irrespective of his dasa. If a particular bhava is affected, if you say, in fact, for Viraga Tapa, I think he uses, you can check his presentation very nicely. He basically relates the lyrics beautifully with the meanings as well as the meanings of the bhavas. So those two he has mapped so nicely, giving lots of references. So that's definitely worthy watch there. And you can use this Excel to prescribe particular ragas. And also I wanted to share with you another raga compilation by this link. Once you go to this link takes you to this site, and you can, in fact, Latangi, whatever raga that you saw there can be checked here. In terms, you can search in terms of basically the ragas, the artist, in terms of the composer, tags, and many things. So this is the song also. So who is the performer, who is the composer. So this is beautifully linked to YouTube also. So you can directly listen pressing a button here for your remedies. So that beautiful compilation is this particular website that I have shown you here called ramanaarnachalam.github. So this would also be useful to you. So use this Excel for your benefit and give feedback to our channel. Our channel, as you already said, you will have to write to Nakshatra Mandala 9 at gmail.com. So write to this, and in case you can give feedback to Dr. Nimani also, it would be welcome for us to enhance our knowledge in multiple fields. So this is the first time I'm seeing some Carnatic music related to our astrology. So we would need to explore this a lot in multiple ways. I'll put a downloadable link to this Excel. Make use of it and let us see how it works. Thank you very much.